as you're all aware, I use Nikon cameras to film and take photos of all my stuff that I do. I've got the Nikon D5300 that I'm recording this on. I've got a D3400 body here. Both came with their own standard lenses, so I've got two AFS Nikon 18-55 VR lens here. I've got the same lens here that I'm recording this video on. There's a couple of slight differences between this lens and that lens. This one's got the switches on, so I think this is the newer version and that's the cheaper or older version, I'm not 100% sure. I quite like these lenses. The only problem is they're a little bit noisy on the autofocus. Of the two, this one's the better one for autofocus noise, so you can't really hear it as much. But as pictures go, I can't really tell the difference. The thread size on the front of both is different. I think that one's a 55, this one's a 52. But yeah, great lenses. I also then went out and bought myself a Nikon DX AFS Nikon 55-200. Great lens, not too heavy, produces some amazing pictures. And I got that quite cheap. I bought that second hand off of eBay, I think for about £70 a few months ago. Hasn't faulted once, works perfectly. So it was my birthday last week and I decided to ask for some Amazon vouchers to get some new lenses. The first one I bought was the Yongnuo digital standard prime lens YN50 f1.8. So I bought that for £65.99 off of Amazon. Amazon Prime came next day. Brilliant. I have used it a couple of times. I haven't been outside with it because the weather wasn't great, or I've been at work or busy. So I've taken a couple of shots in the house, which I'll show you in a bit. But what we do is today we just have a quick unboxing, a quick look at the build quality. I'll do a little bit of test footage on a video so you can see. But from what I've seen of it, it's really a good lens. Doesn't have stabilisation, so I won't be using this for out and about videoing. I did try it a little bit the other day and the video was all over the place, especially when you compare these Nikon lenses have the VR auto stabilisation thing in, which is unbelievable compared to just unstabilised. So what we'll do is we're going to unbox it, put it on a camera, see how it looks. So right, let's get this out of the way. Right, so there's the box. Yongnuo standard prime YN50mm f1.8n. There's not much in the box to be honest, but for 65 quid, what do you expect? So in there we have a bit of packaging, leaflets in Chinese, some of that desiccant silica gel, do not eat, dangerous, and what I presume is the date of manufacture, which was the 29th of November 2018. And yeah, it's just an empty box. The lens itself isn't too heavy. Let's get rid of all that crap. Isn't too heavy. It's nice and compact. The one thing I don't like about the Nikon lenses is that you have to push this button and extend it first, which I don't like the look of that, and it's inconvenient. If I just want to do a quick shot of something, you have to turn the camera on and remember to do that. The amount of times I've missed a shot because I haven't done that. That's the only thing that lets this lens down. I don't like it. But this one, prime lens, so it's stuck at 50mm. f1.8, comes with front lens cap and rear lens cap. Okay, it's got a metal stroke plastic mount, so that's not too bad. The other ones have all got plastic. I know people moan about plastic and metal. I've only been into photography a year or so, so it doesn't really make any difference to me. It's got a manual and automatic focus switch on the side. The actual focusing ring, it is smooth. It's not as easy to move as I would like, but it's not bad, and it's quite a nice size focusing ring. When you think you go to the Nikon ones, this bit is too close to the end, See, that was really loose, which is great, but you don't have much play. That's it, from one end to the other, one end to the other. We're on this one. You get quite a big spread of movement. Like I say, it's f1.8, so as you can see inside, in there, see the aperture rings open and close. You might see it better that way. So yeah, I've used the lens a few times. I'm very happy with it. I haven't done too much testing with it because I haven't really had time. But what we do is, in a second, I'm going to put it on the 3400 and see how it feels, especially with test the autofocus and stuff like that as well. So let me just grab a battery for this. Okay, right, so we've got our battery for our camera. Okay, I already like the weight of that. It's not heavy at all. It's not a bad lens. Let's have a look. So the autofocusing is a little bit clunky, but it's not a bad. Let's turn the autofocus on. It would help if I set the camera up. I haven't used this camera in a week or two, so let me just. Last time I used it, I was set up for a really bright day, so. Yeah, I like it. The autofocus works. It seeked a little bit there. But yeah, like what I do is I'll put these pictures in that I take, but it's got a really nice blurry background to it. I can't really show you too much. Actually, I can show you on this one. Sorry, reading a bloody camera upside down isn't best of ideas. So there we go. Like, that was the picture I just took. But yeah, like, as cheap lenses go, I've never had the luxury of using a stupidly expensive lens. The most expensive lens I've ever owned is this one, and I can't imagine that that has the same quality of a like £1,000 lens. But I've never seen one of them. I've never used one, so the lenses that I have, I make do with, and they work fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up, do a little bit of a video, just so you can see the kind of autofocusing. Yeah, it seeks, but it's a lot quicker than the other ones. Okay, right, so here we are. I've switched over to the D3400 with the Yongnuo. So as you can see, it's not too bad as my setup. If it focused, obviously you can do the manual focusing as well. As you can see, like, it really struggles with the camera shape, but I think that says more about my holding of a camera than the actual lens itself. But yeah, I'm very happy with it, especially for the money. It costs 65 quid. But yeah, it seems to focus alright. I'm not too worried about it. Excuse the mess of my house. Glimpse of what's coming next. So yeah, I'll say it feels right. It's sturdy. The actual glass and the optics look fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of sample shots in on the end of this video. Yeah, I would recommend it. I would say if you've got £65 to spend on a lens, rather than going out spending a few hundred and not really knowing what you're getting, it's worth a little bit of a punt, really. Yeah, that's the end of that video. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more of this lens over the next few months. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to, well, we're going everywhere. We're going Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, New York and Reykjavik in the space of nearly 3 weeks. Taking all my camera gear with me, hoping I'm going to be able to use this lens for, like say, some pictures of the Northern Lights or some portraits around the cities and stuff. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. We have got more videos coming out soon because this isn't the only lens that I bought. Cheers, guys. Thanks.